Everyone, welcome back to solve for the value of x given this beautiful exponential equation. So before we solve, for those who have not subscribed my YouTube family, kindly subscribe. Take 1 second to subscribe. Okay, so let's dive to the solution. Okay, so the solution is calculated as follows. We have 4 raised to power root x. This is equal to the square root of 8 raised to power x. Okay, so there are some interesting properties that we need to understand. The first thing, we note that if you have a square root of a, this is the same as saying a raised to power half. Okay, the square root of a is the same as a raised to power half. Okay, and then the second thing, this 4, we have a base of 4 and 8, so we can be able to express first. This is 4 raised to square root of x. This is equal to, this is the same as saying 8 raised to power x, everything raised to power half. Remember, we have used this property. Okay, so that we'll have 4 raised to power x. This is equal to, now we can be able to write this 8. This 8 can be written with a base of 2, so that we'll have 2 cubed. Okay, multiplying by x, and then everything raised to power half. Okay, everything raised to power half. Now applying the indexes identity, that a raised to power n multiplying by m, this is the same as saying a n multiplying by m. Okay, so we apply this identity. Okay, now we are saying that we can rewrite this 4 with a base of 2, so we'll have 2 raised to power 2 multiplying by square root of x. Okay, this is equal to 2 raised to power, this is now 3x times a half, so that we'll have 3x divided by 2. Okay, and now an interesting part is here, the bases are common. Again, applying this identity, if you have a raised to power n, this is the same as a raised to power m, and since the bases are common, that means that n is equal to m. Okay, so we apply this property to solve for the value of x, and since the bases are common, we just consider the powers. So we'll have 2 times root x, so we'll have 2 root x. This is equal to 3x divided by 2. Okay, so we multiply both signs by 2, multiplying both signs by 2, so that we'll have 4 square root of x. This is equal to 3x. Okay, now we need to eliminate the square root. This is root sign, the square root sign. So what do? We divide, we just square both signs by 2. That is this. We just square both signs. We square both signs, and remember, if you have a multiplying by b, if you square this, this is the same as saying a squared and b squared. So just a squared b squared. So we express the same thing. So if you say that this is 4 squared, and this will give you 16, and if you say this is now the square root sign, so if you square, definitely you simplify the square root sign, so that you'll have 16 times x. This is equal to, this is 3 squared, which is 9, and this is x squared, which is x squared, so we'll have 9x squared. Okay, so we have 16x is equal to 9x squared. Okay, so what do we do next? Okay, we can just take this 9x squared to the left hand side, so that we'll have 16x minus 9x squared. This is equal to 0. Okay, and since x is common, we can factor out x, so that we'll have x 16 minus 9x. This is equal to 0. Okay, so first value of x is equal to 0, right? And the second value of x is 16 minus x. This is equal to 0. Okay, so that means this is minus 9x. You take 16 the other side, we'll have minus 16. You divide both sides by minus 9, and the other side by minus 9, so that x is equal to 16 over 9. Okay, so that means, therefore that means we have two possible values of x. The first x is equal to 0 and the second x is equal to 16/9. Okay, this is a beautiful exponential equation that everyone can understand. Thank you for watching and kindly subscribe.